1984 wasn't written as an instruction manual. Hopefully you read that book already and you kind of know where this video is going to go. Hope everybody's doing all right. Crazy times as an American. Doesn't seem that way maybe to you, but it seems like that to a lot of people. So I'm driving down the road a few days ago, and I'm driving by a dollar store, and the dollar store has a speaker that goes over the electric doors. And it's spitting out all these new words, wanting to service our customers during these trying times. Please maintain social distancing. Bloppity bloppity bop 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 bop. Fuck. And I felt like somebody needs to get on the corner with the bullhorn and yell, 1984 is not an instruction manual. It was a warning. Stop being controlled and be the free Americans that you're supposed to be. Just because the talking heads say it doesn't mean that's the way you're supposed to be thinking. Liberal arts educations used to teach this back in the day when that degree actually meant something. I don't know, maybe 30 fucking years ago. But now you got to do it on your own. So, Vanna's been talking. Vanna has been hounding me. So here we go. What does Vanna have to say? And she's reminded me, 1984. So I'm like, all right, Vanna. So George Orwell wrote this book, 1984. If you haven't read it, do so now. You're wrong. You should read it multiple times. You should read it when you're younger. You should read it when you're older. And it will help you. I personally think it's a terrifying book. It's about a potential dystopian future where people are monitored 24/7. I think a guy had to flee the country because he told the American people they were being monitored 24/7. Citizens spy on each other. Well, we're seeing a whole lot more snitches coming around calling the police about this business is still open. These people are playing basketball and tennis. There's a guy running on the beach. There's a fucker surfing, whatever. The language gets changed. New catchphrases, whole new definitions of words. You may have seen that. And information is tightly controlled, and not only is it tightly controlled, it's constantly changing. I remember there was a hole in an ozone layer that was gonna wipe out every tree, and when I was in my middle-aged, there wasn't gonna be any trees around. I was told that there was a bunch of money put toward that, and well, that wasn't true. And then it was, the earth was going to warm up, we were all going to die, there was going to be an overpopulation and a food shortage, we were all going to starve to death, and yet da 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 da. Okay. When you read that book, don't think that, well, that could never happen here. There's a lot of people here who thought things could never happen here that have happened. People have thought that all over the world, and it's happened. Okay? Even simple shit, like earthquakes, tornadoes, But it won't happen. It'll be fine. It won't happen. It'll be fine. Don't worry. Those levees will hold. Even though they haven't been maintained. Don't worry. It's going to be okay. Okay? Status quo. Normalcy bias. You got to get outside that normalcy bias. Alright. It's effective. Alright? What you're being told is effective. You have... Go outside and just drive in your car. And you will see people dressed up like ninjas or Cobra Commander from the old 80s G.I. Joes, where he's walking around with his mask all the damn time. You will see them wearing their masks, driving their car with the windows up. You will see them do that riding bicycles. Outside, in the sun, with fresh air and UV light, which kills viruses and bacteria and everything better than everything else. And they drank so much Kool-Aid, they think a porous piece of cloth can stop a microscopic virus. I mean, fuck, these are supposed to be educated citizens to have rational thought, who can vote responsibly. And they think a bandana is going to stop a virus. That should scare you. What else does Vanna have to say? The economic engine has been basically turned off. Why? Well, we're here to save lives. If it just saves one life, it's worth it. We hear this on countless issues. Countless issues. Okay, fine. We're gonna turn the heartbeat. We're gonna just shut down the heartbeat of the economic engine, and in hopes of saving some lives. Well, maybe you will, maybe you won't. But what's the side effect of shutting down the economy? Because that's gonna kill people. That decision will kill people. People will get depressed, being self-quarantined, and they'll commit suicide, and they'll overdose on their meds or whatever addiction they may or may not have. Businesses will close down, families will be ripped apart, and people will kill each other. And they will kill themselves. Period. That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. The road to hell is paved with good intentions, people. Vanna says the crash economy will kill more. She's probably right. And the herd is controlled with fear. Both in practice with real herds and with what Nietzsche would call the rabble, who's also controlled with fear. We've got a new boogeyman. New boogeyman! Alright? You're fighting two-front continuous war for the last 20 years. No, we need a new boogeyman. Okay? But don't worry, the state's gonna save you. Because the state loves you. Look, the state doesn't love anything. The state's not alive. Your dog loves you more than the state ever can love you. And the whole ironic thing about all this is the state doesn't have any constitutional responsibility for your safety. Period. Look it up. That was just reaffirmed in the last couple of years. As a society, we're seeing crazy shit. Crazy shit. We're seeing police officers being disciplined for publicly stating they will support the Constitution of the United States and the rights protected therein. Not rights granted by the Constitution, but rights recognized by the Constitution. There is a big difference. We got citizens acting like good little commies. They're snitching on their fellow citizens so the police can show up, point guns at people, and arrest them for jogging, for cutting hair, for going to their religious service. What the fuck is going on, people? Vanna's talking, and she's telling me we're supposed to be the land of the free and home of the brave. Now, keep going down this path, people. It might be the opposite.